Alright, so today we're at my little target range. I've been playing a little big guns, but switching to 22 and set me a little piece of leaf spring up. We're gonna go out to over there to about 50 yards, shoot 4 or 5 times, make sure my 22 is dead zeroed. And we got a little bit of wind today, and we're gonna shoot at 100 and see if I can hit it at 100. And then we're gonna go to 200. Probably won't hit it much at 200 with the 22. I mean, I got a old Remington Speedmaster. The gun ain't the most accurate, but it's a lot of fun to shoot, and we're just gonna see how many times I can hit this leaf spring at 100 and 200 with a 22. All right, so we have the greatest dress there's ever been invented, a four-wheeler seat with a split in it because 22 fits right in it. We're gonna shoot about 3 shots, just see where we're hitting. If it's not hitting good, I'll shoot a little bit more and adjust. So we've hit it 2 out of 2 times. I was wondering why my scope didn't look right. I had it zoomed all the way down. But we seem to be hitting just a hair high. Shoot one more shot and then we'll adjust because I don't ever want to get too ambitious with adjusting before it's ready. Yep, we're hitting about, let me see, about 5 inches high. That's quite a bit high. It's dead center side to side. So let's adjust and see if we can get it to hit. Gonna do a little bit of squirrel hunting this evening, so it's pretty important this thing's hitting where it needs to be. Maybe we'll video that too, but anyways, 50 yards, 4 inches. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see where that hit. If that adjustment helped, I moved it just a couple inches. And we are hitting dead center now. That fixed her completely. Well, before we move to 200 yards, I'm just gonna walk out there and show my 50-yard grouping with this 22 just to prove that it actually is zeroed. All right, so as you can see, them 3 hits, that is where we were aiming, was right there. The first 3 shots hit here, which was way too high. I held low for 1, hit there, so then I knew how much I needed to adjust. Adjusted and shot 2 shots, hit side by side on the leaf spring. That 22 is not even scratching that metal. All right, so we have scooted out to right at 100 yards. Just for fun, we're gonna see where the wind's blowing that way. Just gonna see what the wind is. We have a 1.8 mile an hour wind. So that really shouldn't affect this a terribly amount, but maybe more than I'd expect since it's just 22. We're gonna hold about 5 inches high, see where we hit at 100. All right, so that hit high, so a little bit lower. Oh, never mind, that hit low and left, I can see it. All right, so that third shot hit it. I held too far over right the second. Shoot 1 more, and go check our hits, or probably 2 more. Huh, gun misfired. Uh-oh, we have jammed a shell. This is what this Speedmaster is notorious for doing, is not wanting to eject right. Alright, so we're gonna learn how to fix a jam real quick, the redneck style. So since I don't have the proper fancy stuff, I'm gonna take my knife and try and pick that out. Let's let off a little bit of pressure up here. Push this down. And try not to break my knife. Look at that, we got the bullet out. Set that bullet right there for now. We will actually try and refire that here in a little bit because this is bad for, this gun is notorious for having light primer strikes. So you can put the bullet back in and shoot it again. For some reason, once I get to 100, I'm hitting left. I've hit the same spot left twice. There we go. I'm hitting right. I'm hitting all over with this thing at 100. There we go. We're getting more dialed in. There we go, we finally made contact at the metal. It took us a couple shots, hitting left to right a whole lot. So now we'll back out to 200 yards, since that we was hitting so amazingly at 100, and see what happens. I'm gonna shoot my camera stand if it's right there. Alright, so my neighbor's running equipment, so it might be a little bit noisy. I'm gonna try and shoot off the front handlebar so I can be in camera better. We're gonna try this at 200. I had to move four-wheeler bit. I was gonna shoot my camera. Alright, so we are shooting way low at 200 yards with 22. We're gonna aim about 3 feet high. And we are out of 22 shells in the gun. Put that soft primer strike bullet back in there. Shoot again. Alright, so we're still hitting way low. I watched the dirt fly up about 4 feet in front of it. And I am aiming feet high. So we got a pocket full of 22 shells. That's what I like about 22s. You can watch through the scope, watch your impacts. Been practicing that with my bigger rifles. So far the wind has died down, or it's picking back up as I said that, but the wind had died down so I wasn't having to hold over any. We're gonna hope it stays that way to where that I can keep on just holding straight on. And who knows? There was 4 hits on the plate because I hit it once at 100 out of all them shots, which is pitiful. We might be able to go up there and count 5 here in a second if I can ever get on this thing. Alright, so I'm getting closer. I aimed too high that time. Still too high. I think that might have hit it, I'm not sure. It is close. Soft primer strike again. These guns are notorious for that with these Speedmasters because they gunk up very bad how they're completely enclosed system. right, so we got one more bullet left. If it will go off, then we'll go see if we hit it any at 200. All right, so we're gonna have to fix the jam again because, of course, the gun jammed on the last bullet. There we go. You just gotta stick your knife in the action. Totally safe, recommended gun safety, stick a knife in the action if it jams. I don't know if that hit or not, but let's go check the target, see if there's at least 6 impacts. Who knows, we might have missed every time at 200, very possibly. All right, so I just got to my 200-yard target. You can see right here where I was hitting low a lot, there's these little bitty bullet skids all in the dirt, all the way back to there. Then you get to the target up here, and you can see where at 100, I was hitting all around it. Hit it there and there once at 100, and then I hit it there once at 2. I thought I'd hit it once at 2, but I wasn't sure till we got up here. But we hit all around it quite a few shots. What I was noticing at 2 too for a while, I was holding way too high. And I guess in all the bullet holes, you can't really tell which are which, but I was seeing new holes appear because I kind of have an idea of what all I've shot lately and what holes have been there. That's what the little stoppers are for all around. So overall, didn't hit the best. The main point of this 22 video was just to double check my 0 to where I can go do a little bit of squirrel hunting, just to make it interesting. If you will stay tuned just for a second longer, we're going to hit that with a 7 mag and see what it does to it. All right, so since we're switching to a little bit more expensive of a round, we put a little bitty black square tape on the target, and we're going to see if we can erase that, because this evening, hopefully I get it on video, me and my sister are going to go erase some does, because quoting one of the greatest hunting shows ever, Red Arrow, you got to make killing does great again. So we're going to go see if we can erase a little dot of tape. All right, so we have switched to the Remington 700 series with a Leupold 3x9 scope. This gun has already wiped out a couple deer this year. It's got 1 bullet in the chamber, 150 grain Remington core lock. We're gonna see if we can erase that little piece of tape. Alrighty, so we're gonna shoot one more shot. Not very proud of that one. You gotta get one shot to warm yourself up. Off of this 4-wheeler is difficult too. Maybe that is my gun 0. I put that bullet in the exact same hole as the other one. Watch the hole tear a little bit bigger, so we're gonna hold down and left. There we go. For some reason, my gun's not shooting on. But at least we know we put 2 bullet holes in the same hole. But that also tells me I gotta buy some more bullets and re-zero this gun. All right, so I know it looked like I was a terrible shot there for a second because I missed a whole leaf spring twice. You can see where that 7 mag impacted. That thing hit with a little bit more authority than that 22 did. It put a little bit of a dimple in it. But those first 2 shots, one of them hit right there. I watched it cut the hole, and the hole was comparable to that, like them just smaller ones. Those are from 300 mag. Shot a second shot, and it hit the corner of the hole and tore the hole even bigger. So we at least know that it's not because I'm just a crap shot. It's because I pulled, or the gun's off, technically. So we hit the leaf spring 2 out of 2 times, or missed the leaf spring 2 out of 2 times, but hit the same hole both times and then adjusted and hit the spring. That right there was a 300 Magda. I was aiming at that little bolt. Just, I ran. My target's kind of tore up, so I've been shooting at just random stuff, screwing it down. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. The main purpose of testing this leaf spring is metal targets are freaking expensive, and I have been looking at trying to figure out what to make one with. And I have a bunch of leaf springs because I got my little blacksmith shop, and I think I'm going to do a couple little welding videos of making a little DIY swinger target. But hope you enjoyed. Hopefully we'll have a video of shooting a deer. If we don't, that means we didn't see anything. So till next time.